Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is going to be a day in the life video, spring break edition. As you can see, it is really nice outside. I think it's going to be about 80 something degrees today. So I'm going to do a few things. Today, I think I'm going to go for a run. I haven't done that in a very long time. And then I am going to go get something to eat. And I think this evening I have a book club appointment with my friend. So come along. I hope you enjoy the video. Turns out I don't feel like running today, so I think I'm just gonna go out for a walk. It is hot. Why am I wearing this sweater? I was just thinking about the fact that when I first moved out here, I was not a fan of walking alone anywhere. And now, I mean, last night I went for a run. It was pitch black outside. And yes, there were times where I was just like, ooh, I'm kind of scared here. I got really anxious, but generally I was fine. The fact that I even walked out of my door with the intent to walk around at night is a lot of growth for me. I've been reading this book based on Psalm 91 every morning as a devotional, and it breaks down every verse and has given me, I feel like, a sense of like autonomy or power, not like because I feel like I can control things, but because like I feel like I can trust God, which is something huge. Like, that's awesome. But anyway, I'm happy because it's casting out like fear to the point where I can now walk and enjoy life. Yeah. It's not for me to say you love. Let's go. It's not for me to say you love. This was the purpose of his work. He imparted earthly blessings that he might incline the hearts of men to receive the gospel of his grace.
I was saying before, I said, speaking of books, I gotta hurry up and go back to the library and return all the stuff I didn't took out.
Oh, dang. So I'm reading this book in the morning, right? It's called Psalm 91.
Oh.
And then I've told you about this book. I've been reading a chapter
Yeah, I know that
every
one.
night. And like,
they're good? Well, I started reading the one when I came to your house, The God Named Desire.
This book, Denise, oh. So I've been reading Psalm 91 in the morning. And Psalm 91 is a whole chapter of like God's protection, right? And in this last verse, it dawned on me, and the lady put it so clearly. She was like, this chapter is oftentimes seen as like something, like a remedy for something, right? But it's supposed to be preventative. Like everything in there, like you're supposed to claim these things before it happens and believe that like God has the ability to get you out of it. The other day, I redid my bedroom. There's a video coming up next week, but you'll see it. Anyway, I was hammering a nail into the wall, and I got my nails done, so like it was really awkward, and I like hammered it in, but it wasn't going in, and I tried to readjust something, and the nail fell, and I heard like something. And I was watching it, like
it fell behind the wall?
No, it fell towards my bed. Like I'm standing on my bed, over the bed, like hammering something, and it fell. And I'm watching it fall, but I didn't see where it landed. And I'm like, oh, this thing could have been anywhere. I'm gonna go to sleep, put a nail like straight into my head. It was driving me crazy. And I was like, in my mind, I'm just like, stop everything you're doing and find that nail. Like, do not go to sleep till you find that nail, because if you don't find the nail will find you at some point, or somebody else, and like only God knows. I'm looking for the nail, can't find it anywhere, searching all over like going like this all over the bed, like looking in the pillows, looking under the bed, couldn't find anything. And then like it hits me like, pastor just preached a sermon about how you need to pray more, right? And pray for everything. And when something comes up, instead of like allowing your human nature to kick in, just pray first, right? Instead, like, so, and then I like beat myself up about it. I was like, man, I wanted to pray more. Like, instead of finding the nail, I should have just asked for it from the beginning. So like while I'm doing it, I'm like, God, please help me to find this nail. And I'm looking around, I'm like, God, I'm testing you. I'm putting prayer first. Like, you better help me find this nail, right? I'm trusting you. And I could not find the nail, Denise. And I looked, like, even in places where in my mind it could not have dropped, I looked, okay? So now I'm like, well, I was like, in my mind, I was like, God. Right? I was like, listen, God, you knew this was gonna happen. And so I'm just trusting you are going to just find a way for this nail to disappear, because I can't find it and I really don't want to die or step on a nail or whatever. Like, nobody has time for that. I don't even remember when it happened, but it was soon after, like not much time had passed. And I'm walking on my shaggy rug, and I feel something like graze the bottom of my foot. Mind you, I had looked, like dug my whole hand, like searching in this area, okay? So there's no way, I promise you, Denise, I promise you, there's no way I could have overlooked it, okay?
Yeah.
I just like grazed it. So I was like, oh, whatever. But then something told me, like, just check, you never know. Lo and behold, it didn't make any sense, Denise. All I know is I found the nail, and like as I'm picking it up, I was like, okay, God, okay. I was like, wow. Like, and then in my mind, I was like, oh, this is such a stupid story. I was like, wow, okay. So I see that like we're here exercising, my faith. That's cool. I appreciate this.